Group, your business partner for engineering solutions.
You're listening to Paco Radio.
Penalty conceding kind of situation, but Atkinson did well. Oh my goodness! Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history? Riley McGreen with a scorpion kick into the top corner. It's one of the most amazing things we've ever seen. Come on, Ernie, on your feet.
You're listening to FNR, Football Nation Radio.
Since 1998, Lanco Group has been providing superior civil engineering solutions and advice to developers, local government and service authorities across Australia. Lanco Group is known for delivering sustainable, efficient solutions. By working closely with clients, Lanco Group is able to meet the complex infrastructure requirements for residential, commercial and industrial developments on time, on budget. Find out more at lancogroup.com.au. Lanco Group, your business partner for engineering solutions.
You're listening to Paco Radio. Brought to you by Senol on FNR, Football Nation Radio.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Paco Radio here on FNR Football Nation Radio, brought to you by Senol. My name is Nick Tabano. It's good to be back. We've had a few weeks off, but today it's a mega edition. We've brought in 4 committee members today. Athena's come through with the goods, brought everyone in. After a few weeks off, we had a few of the senior guys in, but now obviously looking for more of a community focus. So Anna Martucci, welcome back to the show. This is second time through. We've got some 3 first-timers as well. We've got Kylie Razzi, Laura Luppino and Helen Kanj as well. So welcome for the first time on Paco Radio. Well, guys, I guess first of all, tell us a little bit about your involvements with the club. We'll start off with yourself, Kylie, and we'll sort of make our way back around. So for those obviously listening at home, tell us a little bit about your involvement with Pascoe Vale.
Well, my son plays with the under-18s. We've been there 3 years now. I'm just a general committee member, so just whatever needs to be done, basically. Do canteen work, organising stuff.
Yep.
Your general duties, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And yourself, Laura?
Yeah, so I'm part of the committee as well. My son plays in under-9s, which I also team manage. And again, like Kylie said, just help out in the canteen, fundraising, functions at the club. Pretty much that's it.
Yep. And yourself, Helen?
It's my first year there.
Yep.
I'm a committee member as well, and I've got 4 children that play there. So whatever needs to be done, we get done.
Yep, no, for sure. And Anna as well, obviously part of the committee as well from last time as well. So I guess for those listening for a first time as well, tell us a little bit again.
General committee member, have a son in the under-8s, which I also team manage. So as well as being a general committee member for the whole club, also involved with the mini-roos.
Perfect. Well, I guess, Kyle, I'll start with you as well in terms of first year at Pascoe Vale. Tell us a little bit about, I guess, your experiences since you've come across. Everyone speaks about being such a family club and everything. Is that something you've noticed as well?
It is very, very welcoming club. My son's been playing since he was 6 years old, and I've been involved with all the clubs, but Paco is just so welcoming. They're interested in not only their soccer, but their lives outside of soccer. Very encouraging, always there to help if the kids need anything. Even the parents, if they need help with something, they're always there to say, do you need a hand with something, or we can pick up the kids, or if they can't get to a game, there's always somebody to help. So it is.
Yeah.
I love the club.
Yeah, absolutely. It just feels like there's always this overwhelming positivity with Paco. Not just saying that 'cause this is a Paco show, but everyone we speak to always says so much about it being a family club and everything. Is that something you feel as well, Laura?
Yeah, 100%. It's like one big family. It's like a second home. You just, You, if there's nothing on, you still want to be there.
Yeah.
You just want to go in and have a coffee, sit down with Jimmy and have a chat, or, walk around the grounds and have a look at stuff, even though I got no idea what I'm looking at. But yeah, like I said, it's a second home.
Yeah, and I guess, for all of you guys, I mean, in terms of coming in and having that feeling of, everyone all being on the same page, everyone feeling so welcoming and everything, how much does that help not only for you guys, but as well for the kids as well coming in? Because obviously there's that feeling of, playing with friends and everything. How much does that help, I guess?
So it's my first year at the club.
Yeah.
So my son's first year as well. And he's taken it all in his stride. He absolutely loves it. From watching other mini-roos playing to helping out with the senior boys and the 21 boys, and it's just, he's there at trainings, at game days, and it's really great. It's really good.
Yeah, and Helen, for yourself, I mean, you say you got 4 playing at Pasco Valgas. Tell us a little bit about that. So they spread throughout all the different age groups?
So I'm a single mum with 4 kids, and without the coaches and the parents helping out when I can't be 4 places at once, obviously, it's also my first year at the club, and I'm amazed at the support that you get from everyone there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, I've got 2 girls that play and 2 boys, and the parents, the team managers, the coaches, they've all been amazing. Helping when, like, if I can't get them to a game, that would be great.
That's sensational. I mean, that's sort of the stuff you want to hear from the community clubs as well, everyone being sort of on the same page, everyone helping out and everything. Is that something, I guess, as a committee as well with all 4 that you guys sort of speak about, bringing that sort of stuff together and, everyone sort of chipping in and helping out when they can?
It's not so much of a discussion. I think it's just the natural club culture. That's the way our club is built. There's no discussion needed. It's just in our nature to do so.
Yeah.
Around the whole club.
And I guess in terms of, sort of taking a bit of a look into community meetings and everything like that, I mean, for those that don't know from the outside, I guess, how does that all work? Do you guys regularly meet and sort of have chats about, things that, the club can sort of improve on and things that, bring to the table? How does that all work?
Well, yeah, communication is key. We do have regular catch-ups as well as, online communication through our little groups, emails, phone calls, WhatsApp groups, and we just coordinate. Even if it's just an idea, we could have random ideas at any time and we'll take it to the group and we'll meet.
No, for sure. And the question I wanted to ask, because I was there last Friday and saw, how big of an exciting moment it was, and especially for the young kids. I mean, everyone, they're getting that opportunity to be there, with the senior team, what was a very big occasion. I guess, how much did they get, I guess, for your kids that were there, get such a kick out of being around on that Friday? Because, just waiting for the game to start, seeing, all the anticipation, everyone getting all excited, chanting for Pasco Val. How exciting was that to see from your point of view?
Very. I mean, with the majority of the mini-roos, and I'm speaking my child and Helen's and Laura's, Kylie's son is a lot older, but we're there regularly on a Friday night. So for us, that's our Friday nights now, and we're creating memories. I mean, I grew up with 2 older brothers who played soccer, so I have memories of tagging along to soccer matches with them, and now my child's having those Friday night creating memories.
Yeah, and I mean, it was an amazing affair. Obviously, not the ideal result, but I mean, just in terms of that, I mean, getting involved with the senior teams, whether it's the men's and the women's, how much do the kids get sort of that kick out of it? I mean, we spoke about it last time about, trying to bring them involved, getting them down to training or to game days. That excitement of being around it, what you've seen with your kids, how much of a kick do they get out of that when, say, they come off of the training field or they're coming there and they're like, oh my God, my favourite player is coming down from the seniors? Do you guys notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%. My son loves
They
it.
call them by name, don't they?
Yeah.
There you go, and you can hear them, and they seem to pick a player that they just love, and you hear them screaming out. Just so all of them have got their own little favourite players, and mostly it's whatever position the little kids play. They sort of follow the seniors and they
kind of gravitate towards a little bit as well.
But the seniors love it too. Like, they come a lot to the games, for the
training sessions, the games. They
Yeah.
out with that. It's great environment for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, like, they're role models, and that these kids obviously look up to them as well, which is a really, I guess, cool sight. Like, being on this show and speaking to so many people that said, about, that excitement, and then seeing it firsthand on Friday was quite a surreal experience. Because let's be real, not every club does do stuff like that. So I guess it is a testament, to something that Pascoe Vale does really well.
And it keeps them motivated as well because, they'll be like, that's going to be me in the future. So it sets them a goal and keeps them motivated.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well, having that positive role model.
Yeah, and I guess, from a committee point of view, how have you guys seen this year? I mean, this has been the first year that I guess everyone's been back playing a full year, no interruptions, kids getting back out there, hanging out with their friends on a weekly basis or more than weekly, maybe 2-3 times a week. How, I guess, have you guys looked back upon this year, considering now we are coming towards the end of this season?
I think we're still concentrating on this year so far. We've got presentation nights that we need to organise and different activities that we've still got, like the NPL still playing, and I think it's 5 games they've got, 6 games
with the senior sides.
No, with
the juniors.
Yeah. So we're still sort of concentrating on that, but it's been a fantastic year, really.
It has. Yeah. The club culture, where we are at now, present, and it's only above and beyond from here. It's just been consistent all season, positive, and the culture's growing in a positive way.
Yeah, and I guess, for you guys seeing, your kids getting back out there and playing this year, obviously there's no sugarcoating. The last 2 years have been really tough, I guess, for everyone, but especially for young kids, missing that opportunity of being with their friends every week and not having that same sort of... Everyone feels it, especially the youngsters. How have you guys noticed, I guess, with their moods and being able to get back out there playing every week? Have you guys noticed a bit of a change, a bit of a shift now that there is that excitement every week that, hey, we're playing and, get that opportunity to hang out with friends again?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
100%. I mean, this is my second year, so last year with COVID being disrupted, it wasn't that consistency, and it's like, oh, do I have soccer? Oh, but I didn't last week. But this year it's, do I have soccer? Yeah, yes. It's it's that motivation because it's the consistency. There isn't that COVID disruption. It's a sense of normality.
Yeah. Yeah,
so to speak.
Absolutely. And I mean, it certainly is good for them as well, because even if, they've got those aspirations to play on everything, it's good for their development as well. I guess, have you guys sort of noticed a similar pattern too?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. It's, on a Sunday morning when you have to get up at 9 o'clock take your kid to their soccer game. My son loves it. Look, he drinks, eats, sleeps soccer.
Yeah.
At the moment, that's all he does. So he's rapt to be out there and to be playing, and, when people come to watch, and he gets all excited. But yeah, that's just kids enjoying their sports and being able to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess as well, the big thing is as well, we spoke about last time about the whole thing about, social events as well for the young kids as well, especially when you've got first year at the club and sort of getting to know everyone in the team as well, whether it be with you guys with other parents or the kids getting to know their teammates. How important, I guess, are those the social side of it for them to get to know other players and feel comfortable coming into a new club? Because it can be a little bit daunting when you make that move. I guess, have you guys found that to be a little bit seamless as well?
Yeah, I think because the canteen is open a lot and there's always people around, I think all the players seem to know one another, which is good. And not only from Pascoe Vale, but they know other kids from school or whatever, however they know them. They all meet up and have a laugh and have a talk about the game that they just played or the game that they're playing next week, and the ladder and who got goals, and it's really good to see them interacting and just having a good laugh.
And also just following on the seamless comment that you made, being in that social environment actually builds confidence.
Absolutely.
So that makes it seamless in itself.
Yeah. And do you notice that, I guess, what happens is, I guess, when you see enjoyment and confidence coming through that once they're building that confidence, there's more enjoyment and more excitement coming through to play as well, because, that certainly helps, Yeah.
The more confident they are, the
more they're going to learn, the more skills they're going to pick up, and when they're playing against others, like they're more confident to get out there and show their skill. And
They're in the comfort zone.
Correct.
Yeah. And I guess as well, it's talking about, you can talk about them as football players as sort of in a very small bracket, but I guess talking about them, growing as, learning life skills and everything like that, because one thing I guess, for young kids when they go and play at a sporting club, you learn so much about, other people, leadership and all those sort of important values. Is that something as well that Pasco Val likes to try and bring forward, sort of, entrenching those sort of values in from a younger age or all the way through to maybe sort of those higher junior years?
Yeah, respect is a big thing. You really, the kids all go and make sure they say hello to everybody, shake their hands, and just show respect for the older generation, like Jimmy and whoever's there at the top. It's teaching them from young to respect people. I mean.
Yeah.
Even on game days, the opposing team, there's the handshake or the fist pump.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, it is obviously one thing, when you're young, I mean, we've all been there, when you lose a game, sometimes you can get a bit emotional and it is a bit hard to sometimes, I guess get used to the fact that you can't always win. And I guess having that respect being such an important thing, I guess, it just takes them, that's something that goes all the way through for the rest of their lives, in terms of, it's just great to see, I guess, from a young age that's sort of being instilled at the club.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I guess, when you, obviously, in this year, what are some of the things, I guess, that Pasco Val's done, that some of the things, I guess, that you guys have implemented or things that, I think have really worked? Are there certain things that you guys have done that I guess you can look back on and go, that's something that you think was a bit of a hit this year? Like, how do you guys sort of look at that?
I think the seniors and the older boys coming to the training sessions of the mini-roos, that really gives the kids that extra boost to want to impress, and and they really listen too. The 18s and 21s a couple of weeks ago went to the mini-roos and took some sessions, and it was funny to see the kids reacting to the different things, and the 18s and 21s interacting with them, watching them. It was really good.
Yeah,
and especially when their favourite player goes to their team and they're all like, oh wow, we've got to watch us, and they all try their hardest to show them their skill and their development. They love it. They really do.
Yeah.
Team dinners are another hit. And that really encourages parents to come and socialise as well and get to know everybody, and it just brings the community together. So
yeah, absolutely. And I guess as well, the best part about it is, they go back to school and tell their other friends who aren't at Pasco Val, come on down next year. Have you guys seen situations like that where they're saying, oh, you should come down next year or come down one day for training? Like, is that must be a bit of a kick for them too?
Yeah, I've actually had parents approach me because obviously on training days I'm wearing the gear, and they'll come up to me and, we exchange numbers, details, emails. Yeah, my son's been featured in the school newsletter.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so PE, he tells me he's been running a few sessions.
And
school.
Yeah, getting a real kick out of that as well. Yeah. That's actually really cool. You guys notice something similar as well? You see the sort of the parent interaction when, you see that young kids, like the kids are going to their friends and saying, hey, come on down to Pasco Val and maybe just give it a try?
Yeah,
definitely.
No. My son's school is across the road from a footy ground. So a lot of the kids from our school play footy.
Yeah.
So it's more of a footy type of school than a soccer.
Yeah.
But he does play soccer during lunch, and like Anna said, it takes on like a training session with the kids. And, don't kick with the outside of your foot. You've got to go from the inside. You've got to use the arch of your foot.
Yeah.
It's actually funny to see. But
and I'm guessing there's never been even a thought about potentially switching to play footy, even though you might have a lot of his friends that do as well.
No. He came from footy last year.
Yeah.
And he's sticking with soccer. He just. I actually need to thank the senior players and the 21 boys, because they've taken him under their wing, and just
like the mascot.
he's like the mascot.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, along with Patrick and Yusuf. They all get together and run around after the seniors and high-fiving them, and shaking their hands and talking, I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, like, this is his first year playing soccer at all. So, I mean, it's a real testament, to the club that, in the first year he's that ingrained and, he's running these sessions even at school and, teaching, his fellow classmates and everything and his friends about, what to do and what not to do when he's playing. Must be pretty incredible, yeah.
It is. He walks around the schoolyard and he tells his friend, Terence this and Felipe that. And they all look at him and go, I don't know who you're talking about. But, yeah, Look, I gotta take my hat off to those boys. They've done an amazing job with all the mini-roos. They see them at the club, they shake their hand, how you going, buddy? Even with the girls' teams, it's just a really good club to be at.
Yeah, and I guess when you guys came, did you guys expect that this could happen at any level? It is quite surreal. As we mentioned, not every club has that connection, and it is a shame that not every club does similar things to this, but did you ever think it could manifest into something this big like that you'd see, senior players coming down and becoming this big of a role model for the kids?
No, I haven't really. Like the other club that we were at had no interaction with seniors at all. Wouldn't have known who the coach was.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing with our coaches. All the coaches. They know the kids by name, like the little kids that are on the team, and they high-five them and encourage them to help out and get the balls or go and get the bibs, pick up the cones. Things that the kids just love.
Yeah.
They love helping, and feeling a part of it. So the coaches as well.
I know with me, I started off at a different club at the beginning of the year. I think I lasted 4 weeks because I didn't like the culture.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like... my kids have been playing for 7 years. We've come from New South Wales. I only moved to Victoria this year. And the club that I started with, I'm not going to mention any names.
That's okay.
4 weeks, and I was disgusted. Thought, got to try the next one. And coming into Pascoval, it just felt like family straight away. The vibe was there. Everyone was it just felt like one big happy family.
Yeah.
And that was it. We're lifers now.
Never looking back from here. It is great to hear these stories because, again, like there are some clubs where people leave and it can be after 4 weeks or a matter of months and they've got a really bitter taste in their mouth and they walk out and go, geez, it was a really bad experience. But, people even I know from my age that played Pascoval years ago, they say, the experience I had there was some of the best times of my life, whether it was juniors or 16s or whatever it was. It's a real testament to, I guess, what the club has installed from Lou all the way down to Mini Roos.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We've got a really good team at Pascoval. We all, band together, help each other out. Can you do this? No, I can't do it this week. Fine, no problem. I'll do it. There's no, how do you say it? There's no
we maturely get through tasks.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
Our WhatsApp chat
goes off. Yeah.
But we love it.
So funny.
Yeah.
Like, so funny. We're forever laughing, looking funny. So it's good.
Yeah, no, that is really, really good to hear. And I guess from the coaches, like the coaches for the young kids as well, I guess, tell us a little bit about, I guess, the experiences they've had with them. because a lot of the coaches are that Mini Roos level might be a little bit young as well, and they're getting to learn the caper too. I guess sort of, have the kids sort of, sort of grown with them as well in terms of, getting to know, I guess, how they work and sort of, along that journey with them too?
They have. So our coach is first year coach.
Yep.
His son also plays under nines. And my husband is the assistant coach. So they've never done it before. They stepped up and the boys really look up to him.
Yeah.
Whatever they say, they do. And, there's just that bond between coach and player that you don't find all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
The coaches are, Ray has a good session with them as well. So they are
constantly helped and any
Supported.
questions and
Yeah.
there's always the support there from the more experienced coaches of the club. If they've got questions or different training ideas that they want to implement, there's always somebody with a bit more experience to help them out. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to ask, I mean, the young kids had, I don't know if it's happened yet, you might be able to tell me correctly, but the Kanga Cup was coming up and there was the opportunity for the young kids to head into state.
Yes.
If I'm correct, has that happened already, or is
It
that,
has.
so
I
tell us
believe
about that? Yeah.
Last month, my team didn't enter the cup, but a couple of our teams did enter, and I think they made it through right up until the semi-final from memory.
Oh, wow,
they're
yeah.
But looking back on, again, the WhatsApps, they went in there, they walked in loud and proud. They had their banner, they had their support network, being the parents, the coaches, the TD, siblings, and, looking at it, when you just look at a video and you get goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm a part of that club.
Yeah.
Even though my team's not there, I'm a part of that club. We're interstate.
Representing the
Go
state as
Paco.
well as, like not only the club.
It was amazing. The boys did really, really well. So hats off to them, and obviously the support that they had in getting there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's lifelong memories there. Like, that's no slouch. I mean, getting an opportunity to play against international teams at such a young age, but also, representing the club and representing the state, representing the country at the end of the day, which is pretty incredible.
I think from memory there was, a couple hundred teams that entered. There was quite a few. Yeah.
And it was one of the select clubs, I think, was at the end. So that's pretty incredible, that there's that opportunity for the youngsters to go out. I mean, that's almost like their Olympics moment, going around and having the banner and everything.
Well, when they were entering, club by club, it was like an Olympic moment.
Yeah.
I'm like looking, okay, that's us, that's next.
Yeah.
That's the Paco flag coming through.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, guys, we'll take a very quick break. On the other side of this, we'll go into a little bit more depth about, I guess, your roles at the club and everything else, I guess, to look forward to. But for those at home, be back in just a second here on Paco Radio. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1998, Lanco Group has been providing superior civil engineering solutions and advice to developers, local government and service authorities across Australia. Lanco Group is known for delivering sustainable, efficient solutions. By working closely with clients, Lanco Group is able to meet the complex infrastructure requirements for residential, commercial and industrial developments on time, on budget. Find out more at lancogroup.com.au. Lanco Group, your business partner for engineering solutions.
Are you looking to change your destiny in life? Be your own boss? Start your own business? If you are, you need people who understand your needs and are committed to helping you make it happen. At DKP & Co Chartered Accountants, we are more than just accountants. We are business advisors, taxation consultants and strategists that specialise in setting up businesses. We understand the client and give them the very best customised advice and strategies to achieve their goals. Visit our website dkpco.com.au or give us a call today on 03 9023 9370. Fast, proactive, personal. That's DKP & Co Chartered Accountants.
The conceding kind of situation, but Atkinson did well. Oh my goodness! Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history? Riley McGreen with a scorpion kick into the top corner. It's one of the most amazing things we've ever seen. Come on, Ernie, on your feet.
You're listening to FNR, Football Nation Radio.
Since 1998, Lanco Group has been providing superior civil engineering solutions and advice to developers, local government and service authorities across Australia. Lanco Group is known for delivering sustainable, efficient solutions. By working closely with clients, Lanco Group is able to meet the complex infrastructure requirements for residential, commercial and industrial developments on time, on budget. Find out more at lancogroup.com.au. Lanco Group, your business partner for engineering solutions.
Are Are you looking to change your destiny in life? Be your own boss? Start your own business? If you are, you need people who understand your needs and are committed to helping you make it happen. At DKP & Co Chartered Accountants, we are more than just accountants. We are business advisors, taxation consultants, and strategists that specialise in setting up businesses. We understand the client and give them the very best customised advice and strategies to achieve their goals. Visit our website dkpco.com.au or give us a call today on 03 9023 9370. Fast, proactive, personal. That's DKP & Co Chartered Accountants.
You're listening to Paco Radio, brought to you by Senol on FNR, Football Nation Radio.
Welcome back to Paco Radio here on FNR Football Nation Radio, brought to you by Senol. Nick Tabano here in studio. We're just about finished up here today. We've got a few minutes left. Obviously, it's been a mega show, so for anyone who's missed any of it, you can head over to our podcast platforms later on. It'll be all up on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get them, and you can catch up with the full chat there. One thing that I wanted to ask you guys about, I guess one thing about Pascoe Vale is the diversity of the club and, you know, different cultures getting involved with the club and everything. I mean, let's get into it. I mean, the diverse nature of Pascoe Vale, I guess, take us through that.
Well, we're quite a multicultural club.
Yep.
We've got different cultures, different religions, probably from all over the world. And we just all fit in together as one. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, it is a very welcoming club in that sense that, you know, anyone can walk in, feel comfortable, doesn't matter, you know, what culture they come from. I mean, Helen, for yourself as well, is that something that you experienced straight away too?
Oh, definitely. I felt like I was at home straight away.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And as well for you guys, because obviously, you know, I'm assuming all European backgrounds as well. I guess, you know, if you guys notice, you know, everyone, different backgrounds and everything like that, you guys notice much of the same too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm a big Aussie, so I'm not.
Yeah.
So,
No.
But yeah, everybody is welcome.
Yeah.
There's no kind of segregation or anything like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I mean, we'll hope not, but anyways, yeah. Sorry, Helen.
Like, my kids fast during Ramadan.
Yeah.
We worked around their training with that. They played while they were fasting, and everyone was just so understanding of what they were coming through. We have a massive array of food. We mix it up with the multiculturalism all the time, like we're chucking Lebanese here, Italian here, a bit of Greek here, Euros, the whole lot. It's just, you have a variety of everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a question about, you know, sort of dealing, obviously, during that Ramadan period, obviously, it is hard during the day when, you know, they obviously can't drink during a game and everything. I guess, how do you, I guess, you work with the coaches and that sort of stuff in terms of dealing with it? Because it must be hard when they're playing and you're not able to.
But I think it comes down to each individual with that. Like, I prefer my kids don't fast during that period, but they're very adamant that they do. So they'll take their bottle of water, like, spit out the water, like, wash their mouth out, spit it out.
Yep.
And the coaches feel that they're losing their energy, they'll replace them with someone else.
Sure.
Just so they get a go during it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, it is great. I mean, it is great to hear because, I mean, Lou's spoken about so much about as well the multicultural side of Pascoe Vale. It's even, you know, from the senior team all the way down as well. So many different people from different backgrounds and everything. It is a really, like, it's nice to see, I guess, from an outside point of view when you see that because, you know, I mean, there are some clubs that are quite stuck with their roots and everything like that. So it is nice to see, yeah. Well, before we wrap up, guys, we've only got a few minutes left. I mean, we are coming towards the end of the year, but obviously still plenty happening around the club, plenty of different social events and everything. I guess anything that you guys want to plug that's coming up, I guess, for anyone at home?
We got team presentation days for the children at the end of the season coming up, and
I believe our Junior Super League, that'll be happening at the beginning of season.
Yeah.
After, you know, we'll have a nice rest after
yes.
having a successful, great full year.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just, you know, the seasonal presentations and not at this stage. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is. But I tell you what, this year has flown. I mean, it almost is coming towards the end of it. It is quite incredible. I mean, was it 5 games left for the juniors and then it's off to holidays?
3 for the Mini Roos.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3
Yeah.
more games for the Mini Roos. 1 more for the seniors and 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's that.
There are tournaments in between.
Yep.
Yeah, there are plenty of tournaments floating around. But
Yeah, and then just trials and whatever. And,
and then we prepare for next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, by the sounds of it, could be more people coming in, more kids. I mean, it's very exciting for the club, opportunity. Yeah.
All welcome.
Yep. So I guess, if anyone is interested, they just head over to the website and just, have a look for 2023. Yep. Facebook page. Yep.
Yeah. Facebook page, website,
Instagram.
Instagram, social media. Come to the club. Check out our culture. Grab a coffee. Laura makes great coffees.
Yep.
And look, wearing this, we're the first point of contacts as well.
Yeah.
We wear this with pride. So come in, have a friendly chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully through this we get some more people on board because, it'd be great to see, Paco continue to thrive in the way it is and more people coming down, more people getting involved over the year to come and everything as well. So, and I mean, if anyone's been listening, I'll tell you what, it's been a stunning endorsement from all 4 of you guys to talk about, I guess, the junior setup and everything like that. It is such a great thing to hear.
Thank you. It is. Thanks.
No, absolutely. Well, guys, we're just about ready to wrap up here. Again, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Really appreciate, I guess, telling us a little bit about the club, the committee, how things work, I guess, from the junior setup and everything as well. Again, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thanks for having us.
No, not a problem. Well, for those at home, missed any of it, head over to our podcast platforms. We're up on Spotify, Apple, wherever it might be. Catch up on that. And we'll be back again next Tuesday with, I think, might be the final episode of the year, but we'll just wait and see what's happening. We'll have a chat to Athena. But anyways, guys, thank you again for coming on board. We'll be back again next Tuesday. But for now, it's goodbye.
You're listening to Paco Radio, brought to you by Senol on FNR, Football Nation Radio.